like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Prodigal Son Return. My name is Doug Weaver, and I remember the first time I was on this stage, I think I was...
Get on with it!
Sorry, Scott. Script. He didn't trust me. Who can blame him? Tonight is a night that will seek to redefine what comedy means to us. Comedy. Such a funny little concept. Well, Scott Johnson and Mark Stetson took comedy out for a fancy dinner of meat and wine, and then took comedy back to their place and proceeded to seduce and make, and I don't want to understate this, the sweetest love that's ever been known. Really, Scott? Comedy got pregnant that night. Oh, come on. Now I know they weren't married, so that must mean that this child was spawned out of sin, but nay, no. The resulting child is a wonderkind, a kind of comedy tornado that leaves you saying, a sea of orgasms couldn't feel as good as I feel right now. I'm sorry, folks. Poetic, right? Well, I've rambled on long enough, but fear not, for you'll see me throughout this night of wonder. Scott taught me how to ride a bike. And Mark taught me that it's not what's inside. Oh, wait. Mark taught me that it's what's inside the woman respond to. These boys have touched me, and now I'm going to let them touch you. I know. And now for your opening act, I give to you the musical stylings of the duo that the New York Times called a duo. Friendly Fellas!
Liberty Hall, huh?
Liberty Hall, hey guys.
Liberty Hall, how you doing tonight?
Hey everybody.
Pretty good.
Good looking folks out
You are
there.
attractive. You're an attractive crowd.
Very attractive.
My.
This
This is not normal for us. We have very ugly fans.
True statement.
They're
Mongoloids.
Mongoloids. They are not attractive. Very not attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, look at you over here.
Oh,
look at this one.
Oh,
look
wow.
at this one.
That's right, look at that one.
Someone took attractive pills.
Wow, Mama came out to play tonight.
Are you a mama? Are you a mama? Ma'am, are you a mama? Do you have kids?
Do you have kids?
Do you have kids? You have kids? Oh, you are a mama.
Oh, what are you, Virgin Mary?
Are you Virgin Mary? That's a good one.
No, really, you're Virgin
Are
Mary?
you the Virgin Mary? Are you the Virgin Mary? No, you aren't.
No, you're not.
No, you are married though. You have a husband?
You are, really?
Oh, this gentleman right next to you, that's your husband.
That man right there.
Oh, he's
I'm
attractive.
sorry.
All right, hands off, hands off.
Wow.
Hot sauce, hot sauce.
Wow.
Wow.
You are attractive.
Well, as attractive as you are very attractive. It's the holidays.
It is. It is. And the holidays are a time for family.
Family, friends.
Friends.
Loved ones.
Wow. Eggnog?
Eggnog.
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 Oh, eggnog.
How about that nog?
Something I didn't know until just recently. I'm
Get
going to
this.
vent for a second.
Get this, Joker. Huh?
You Kansasonians like liquor in your eggnog.
We put some booze in that.
You put liquor in your eggnog.
We put some booze
You put
right
liquor in there.
eggnog.
You put liquor in there.
We don't mess around. We put it in there.
I'm
We
6
put it
years
in.
dry.
He's what now?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
wet like
yeah.
a wet nap. Nap sounds
We
good.
have fun. But you know, you guys didn't come here to hear us ramble on. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You guys want to hear a song, don't you? Would you like to hear a song, Kansas?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to hear a song? Is there a song?
That's what we're trying for, after all.
All right, ready?
A one, a two, a one, two.
No, I ran into Michael Phelps.
Oh.
At a
Scott's
Kinko's.
gonna vamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna vamp for a second. Sorry, guys.
So they
I
call
ran
it the
into
biz,
Michael Phelps
vamping.
at a Kinko's in Sheboygan. And and I looked at him in his hoarse face, and I said, Michael Phelps, what kind of wisdom can you impart to me? And he looked at me and he said, in order to achieve it, you have to believe it. That blew my mind right out of my mind.
Right?
Like I couldn't. I went weak in the knees, and I said, Michael Phelps, how did you come up with something that profound? And he said to me,
Wait for it.
I rarely remember what I say. Think about it. Think about it.
Think about that. Marshall Phelps.
Marshall Phelps. He's a swimmer. He's like
He
an
is.
otter. He's like a streamlined otter.
Oh, it's just a
He
wet,
swims like an otter,
It's a
guys.
wet.
He has leg meat.
Strong
He's got
otter.
thick leg meat.
I could watch him swim
We could watch him swim forever.
forever.
But this isn't about Michael
about
Phelps.
that.
What are we
It's
doing
not about
here?
that.
What are
Right,
we doing
Kansas?
here?
Am I right, Kansas?
Yeah, am I right, Kansas? All right, guys. All right, that's enough stalling. We're gonna get
No.
into this song. All right, let's hear it one more time. Are you guys ready for your first song?
You ready?
Are you guys ready for your first song?
I think they're ready. I think
We're
they're ready.
ready. Ready?
Okay.
A one,
A two, a one, two, three. You know
One.
what? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, we're not gonna get
I'm
into
sorry.
it. He's gonna
You know,
vamp.
I'm gonna get into it. Now I'm gonna vamp,
Okay.
as they call it in the biz. Vamp.
This is vamping. We're vamping.
I really, the holidays coming up, holiday season. It's a time to remember what you're thankful for.
Yeah.
Really.
Why are you so attractive?
Right? I know.
You need to stop doing it. God.
Distracting. Oh, man, give me eggnog and an attractive person, I tell you.
We're all loaded up with nog here. We got Captain Attractive Pants in the front row, huh?
Just stop.
I'm sorry, Mark. Continue.
Thank you. So it's time to really talk about what you appreciate and what you're thankful for.
Sure.
Right? Right? One thing I'm thankful for, eggnog.
Okay, no.
Number one. Number two, family.
A good family. Who doesn't love a good family?
And three, Ben Vereen.
Ben Vereen. Oh, he's delightful.
Ben Vereen, I don't know about you guys, I'm a huge Ben Vereen fan.
Oh,
He sweats glitter and magic and fairies.
did you fart? You just farted.
Oh my God.
That went in my mouth. That went in my mouth.
Oh my God,
It is not attractive.
That's embarrassing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Really
I no chance.
It's
No
really
chance.
is.
Okay, this is.
It's really bad.
I'm sorry. I tried. I thought I could get by.
You guys.
It's that barbecue.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's that barbecue. It just runs like through me like a spawn of
Oklahoma
Satan.
Joe's. More like Oklahoma
boy, I'm
Joe's.
sorry.
No,
I'm embarrassed.
It is
Cream on my face.
It is
I'm sorry.
hideously horrible.
Okay.
But guys, we as friendly fellas, we live by a motto.
We do.
And
A mantra.
that mantra is, we want to put our songs inside of you.
Really, we do. I mean, Scott, his dream is to put his song deep inside the souls of every single one of you.
Mark, did you hear what he said?
What Scott wants to put his song deep inside of
Yeah, listen to the words.
deep inside of you.
No. Okay, you understand why that's... Okay,
Oh,
he doesn't get it. He
oh,
doesn't
I
get
get
it.
it.
He doesn't
I
get
get
why
it.
it's wrong.
I get it.
He doesn't get why it's wrong.
Oh!
Oh, you get it now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like a deep and like with a penis.
Oh!
Oh, you didn't get it the
Oh,
first
no.
time.
I thought it was
Oh,
something
no.
completely different.
You thought of something
I
weird.
got something completely
Oh,
different.
that's interesting.
Oh boy.
That's interesting.
Wow, that's wow. Cream on my face.
Okay. Well, that means something else too.
What does that?
Okay. That's
Okay.
All right. Guys, all right. That's
Okay.
enough of that,
Okay.
okay?
You know what?
Guys, all right, guys, Kansas, we want to hear you, all right? Let's
You
get
ready?
some clap
You
going.
ready? Come on, Kansas! Come on, Kansas! Come on, Kansas! Come on, Kansas! All right. Okay. All right, Kansas.
A one,
A
a
two.
two, a one, a two, three. You know, one more thing that I really want to get. Oh, you did it again! You did it again! We can't
We
not.
can't. We just can't.
Oh.
Oh, mood lighting.
Some mood lighting.
Doug, are you responsible for this?
Doug, it's getting sexy in here.
This is no.
This is very sexy.
Doug, are you ready
I
for
feel very
this?
sexy right now.
Why?
This is very... Okay.
This is great.
Oh, we can stop bringing the lights
Oh,
down.
you can stop now. That's enough.
Nope,
It's
nope.
enough, Doug.
No, that's enough.
That's
You
enough.
don't have to read it.
Okay.
No, the lights are
All
still
right.
going down.
Okay.
The lights are still going.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow, we're in darkness.
I think
We did not get to one song.
I think our
did we?
time is up. No, that's,
We didn't get to one song.
that always happens.
This happens every single time we do
Cream
a show.
on our face.
Gotta stop saying that.
Tough being the act that follows Scott Johnson when you're short. What do you think about that? That was a lot of fun. Another hand for Friendly Fellas. I will hum that song all the way home tonight. It's just beautiful. Now it's time to step it up a notch. Your first stand-up is coming to the stage. He has tamed that wild stallion fear and rode it to the mountains of Alaska and back. This is the man that the New York Times called a stand-up. Yeah, that's right, the New York Times, people. Mark is a Jersey boy and a Jew, and he's doing stand-up. I'm shocked. But he's a very unique young man. Let's take a moment here. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mark Stetson.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, everybody. How's everyone doing? Good? Good? All right, Kansas. Prodigal son has returned. We made it. We're here. Lawrence, Kansas. I gotta say, I've never been to Lawrence, Kansas. I've never been to Kansas, and I'm just blown away by Lawrence, Kansas. I mean, I'm a Jew from Jersey. This is exotic for me. But I've never been to a town that is more obsessed with its university. It's incredible. Like I walked down the street, how many Jayhawk stores can you have? With just Jayhawk memorabilia. It's incredible. I don't know if they stay open. But and even like News Channel 6 today did a story. They promoted a fraternity party. Theta Beta Pi? Theta Beta Pi is having a fraternity party tonight. Keg will be arriving at 9 p.m. So, you know, Jen will be there at around 11 p.m. It's a no pants party. So, girls, watch out for roofies, all right? Oh, college. Next is Todd with the weather. I'm blown away with Kansas. I'm really happy to be here because for the past month, like Scott and I have been preparing for this show. I've been going to a lot of open mics. Now, for those of you who have never been to an open mic, I hope you never have to go to it. So I'll explain. An open mic is basically when you as a comedian go on stage and perform in front of 8 other comics and one of their girlfriends, and they're all trying to convince themselves that their Lindsay Lohan joke is better than yours. It would be easier for Obama to get a laugh headlining Karl Rove's birthday party than me getting at any open mic whatsoever. So, what's the deal with Lindsay Lohan? When's she gonna get her act together? Am I right? Am I right? And Karl Rove in the back just like, head explodes. Again. Last time his head exploded was on the elections. That was fun to watch. But open mics, I've seen one successful open mic comedian, and he's successful every single time. He's incredible. He is a 6-foot-tall black man named Tyrone, who has an ice grill and just a face that says, "If you don't laugh, I'm gonna rip your lips off." He walks on stage, his tactic is intimidation. All right, he'll walk on stage and just intimidate the audience. And then when he's ready, I want to fuck the bitch whose pussy smelled like sweet potato salad. Just walk off. We just storm. It's a one joke. I don't even think it's a joke. I think it's something he needs to say. It's brilliant. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he became a writer for Desperate Housewives. Is that still a show? Is that still a thing? But there's one open mic that Scott and I used to go to all the time. It's called the New Yorican mic. It's short for New York and Puerto Rican combined. So we'd walk in there and we would be the minority by far. And not just because, mainly because it's all slam poetry and hip hop. And then we're up there doing stand up. I don't know why we decided to do that. I think we just did it as a joke originally. We just kind of kept going. But every time someone would come up on stage to do slam poetry or hip hop, they all had their like DJ name. And they all had to introduce themselves before doing their shtick. So they would be like, yo, what's up? I'm DJ Pockets, because mines run deep. They always need to justify it. It's the only name in any sort of genre where you have to justify what it means, and that's even more important than the actual name. So I figured, all right, I'll go up, when in Rome. Yo, what's up? I'm DJ Real Estate, because I'm Jewish and I have properties. Okay, I got a joke for y'all. It's, why do Marxists only drink herbal teas? Because property is theft. You know, because they're socialists. I got nothing, folks. There was not a peep. One guy just goes, boo! Freestyle, yo! Freestyle! And he starts doing a beat for me. I'm like, oh god, freestyle. I've never freestyled before in my life. This is all going on in my head, obviously. So I don't know what to do. So I just start like just doing what I've seen other freestylers do. Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. What? And I'm trying to pull for something, and I pull for the most obscure hip-hop verse that I know from the late 80s, early 90s. All around the world. All around the world. I came for the party to get naughty, get my rocks off, eating popcorn, watching with the body till it pops on and I'm singing, ding-a-linging, funky beats ringing, everybody swinging in the place as I kick it, J-Eazy wild style, R&B, mixed with the hip-hop swing beat, champagne in my hand, it won't be long till I'm gone. And I just waited for the applause that never came. Boo! Come on, son, we've all seen Nothing But Trouble. Yeah, son, it's a great movie. John Candy is hilarious. Boo, get the fuck off the stage! I once fucked a bitch whose pussy smelled like sweet potato salad. Boo! Get him! I was not allowed back there. Needless to say. So there's a big day coming up. A little over a week, right? End of the world. How are we all celebrating? And the whole end of the world thing I find very funny. I know that, it's the Mayan calendar, etc., but I feel like in the past, 15 years of all those days that were supposed to be, the end of the world, Y2K, May 2011 Judgment Day, the day Disney bought the rights to Star Wars. But we're all still here, right? We're all still, the end of the world never happened, obviously, unless we're in an alternate dimension, in which case, we're all fucked. But, end of the world. I love how this is the one date that everyone has decided. This is the one. Why is it that every year that has to be a day that everyone decides is the end of the year? Are we that miserable and depressed? That we're just waiting for this day to come? God, it's so awful. Why can't we just have fun and enjoy ourselves? Yet there's this day that's looming for the next, 8 days, a week from now. And leave it to man to create a calendar that when numbers show up in a certain pattern, we create this cosmic significance for them. It's like if you build a speaking robot, and the moment it starts to speak, you go, oh my God, it's alive! It's alive! It's powered by the gods! No, it's just a calendar. It's just a calendar. And I love the fact that it's a palindrome. It's 12, 20, there are a lot of dates people throwing around, yes, the end of the Mayan calendar, but there are a lot of dates that people threw around. But 12/21/12 is the date that we landed upon. And it's such an American notion for this palindrome to be it. I say American because that's our calendar. All my friends in England are like, you idiots, thinking that 12/21/12, because we all know that the world's going to end on 21/12/21. That's the way our calendar goes. Because everywhere else in the world, their calendar is the opposite way. But everyone's running around freaking out about 12/21/12. Speaking of dates, who saw the 12/12/12 concert? For the Hurricane Sandy relief concert? Yeah, applause? Yeah, it was a good concert, right? How not excited to be there were any of the celebrities? It's not like Billy Crystal was standing up there just well, if you can get money. Really? This is what I'm doing now? This is what I'm doing now? I was in Blazing Saddles. I have to introduce Kristen Stewart. I have to introduce a vampire? Alright, here we go. Kristen Stewart, vampire. That's the thing too, and everything I've ever seen her introduced in, recently, they've all introduced her as a vampire. If she ever has to do any other movie, no one's going to see her as anything but a vampire. But the concert was amazing to me because there were more British musicians in support than there were Americans. And some of my favorite, The Who were there, they were great. Who fans? Do we have any Who fans in the audience? Who were great, right? Roger Daltrey needs to stop singing. I love him. I love the Who, but hearing him sing "Rain Over Me" was sad to me because it looked like he was wearing a Roger Daltrey suit, like a Roger Daltrey like circa 1977 suit, where like as soon as he went on stage, he'd be like, and he'd emerge from this like insanely muscular suit to this Mr. Burns type body. Thank you all. Thank you all. There you go. There you go. And he really needs to stop getting his hair done at the same salon as the Golden Girls. It looks like he's wearing a Golden Girls wig. But Pete Townsend was rocking. He was still the same old, doing his thing. He's so fast. But I was half expecting his arm to just fly off and just dislodge. Flying to the audience, just all mangled and just disgusting. He just goes, oh, merely a flesh wound. Just playing with his toes, because he's that good. We got Christmas coming up, right? We got Christmas coming up. I'm a Jew, obviously. What? And I grew up not celebrating Christmas, but I've always loved this idea of Santa Claus. This great grandfather figure just comes down through the chimney instead of coming through the door, which is a little weird, but I don't judge. And we leave, you leave cookies for him and like nice warm milk, and he gives you all the presents that you want. And we have Hanukkah Harry. Hanukkah Harry, who, as far as I've been told, he hand makes all of his all the gifts that he makes, which is why every day of Hanukkah they just get progressively worse and worse and worse. Until finally you just have two cubes of wood, and you're like, Hanukkah Harry, what is this? He's like, well, I guess you got a new musical instrument. Or do you like Lincoln Logs? You can just make a 2-story house. Now, Hanukkah Harry, who makes all these things with the skills he learned from the Holocaust, which is why there's always a little speck of blood and a little speck of guilt in each Jewish guilt in each of his gifts. But it's like you have Saint Nick. You have a saint. We have a Holocaust survivor. It's no wonder why Jews grow up to be either highly depressed comedians or very successful doctors where they had made enough money to get away from Hanukkah Harry. Yeah. You know, I love Hanukkah. I'm really excited about it.
I like Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa! Yeah! We have the head of celebrating Kwanzaa in here? Kwanzaa? Other holidays that I have no knowledge about?
I don't celebrate it because I'm black and I know it's bullshit.
I heard very little of that, but I agree. When I was a child, my mother used to listen to a lot of like morning radio shows, and I was the youngest of 3 boys. My brothers were like a few years older than I was, so we were all playing in my room one day, and my mother burst into the room. She goes, "Boys, I just heard on the radio from Dr. Joyce that 1 in 3 men are gay. Which one of you is it?" I'm 8. I'm like, what does that mean? My brothers are like, it's him. 2 weeks later, my brothers went to my mom to the kitchen while Mom was making dinner, and they were like, "Mom, why did you taped over the boxing match with Mudrick Taylor and Julio Cesar Chavez? Why did you do that? You taped it with Pirates of Penzance?" My mom's like, "The musical?" Like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't tape it. I didn't tape over it. A little hand comes from the back of the kitchen. It was me. It was really hard from that point on to convince my parents that I was not gay. A 9-year-old obsessed with Pirates of Penzance. It didn't help that 10 years later I had to fight with my parents to let me go to theater school. So I spent my entire theater school days trying to like show them that I, heterosexual male, just to anyone that I could. I'm not proud of it. Neither is my doctor. My doctor called me at one point. She was like, "Well, your results are clear for now." For now? You a prophet? But I took this class called Solo Performance, which is a class. It's very much like stand-up. It's like you have to write material in a creative way that is personal and vulnerable, and you have to bleeding heart stuff. So it's if you end that class having never cried or cut yourself, you fail. So the teacher was this woman named Stephanie Shaw, who every guy in school wanted to sleep with. and who every girl in school wanted to sleep with. And the first assignment was your sexual history. So imagine 20, 21-year-old kids writing about their sexual history. It got graphic. But what was interesting was that 4 of the girls in the class had me in their sexual history. One of them lied about it, which to this day boggles my mind. Stephanie Shaw goes, "What is it with Mark Stetson? Really? I always thought that having sex with Mark Stetson would be like having sex with a pint of vanilla ice cream." I'm like, I have no concept of what that could possibly mean. So the only conclusion I came to were A, Stephanie Shaw has thought about me having sex. Nice. B, she must think that my penis is oddly shaped, very wide, and kind of stumpy, like a pint of vanilla ice cream. And 3, Stephanie Shaw loves vanilla ice cream. Christmas gift, nailed. To have it tied to my privates. So, I've noticed in Lawrence, Kansas, not a lot of homeless people, I've noticed. And yes, I know the difference between homeless people and hippies. I've been to the Merc. But I have this thing when it comes to when homeless people ask me for money, because I'm a good person, I think I like to give them money, but I always have this voice in my head that goes, you know, they're just going to use that money for drugs. And I think, you know, you're just going to use that money for drugs. And I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute. How are these guys getting drugs for $2 a handful of change? What do they know that we who are spending $60 for an eighth of shit weed obviously don't? You've got to figure out. So I decided the next time that a homeless person came up to me and asked me for money, I'd be like, hey, here's a 20. Take me to your dealer. I want to get fucked up for $2.37. And now I'm addicted to meth. Yay! Everybody wins! A few months ago, I was feeling a little lost in my life, in my career. So I decided to go to Israel. That's where you go, it's a Jew, I guess, that's what I figured. And I went, and I found it very difficult because, you know, it's hard to really get in deep with your soul when every holy place you go to, there's someone trying to sell you a hat that says, God is my co-pilot. Or a poster that says, I was at the Western Wall, place faith here. Like, it didn't resonate with me. So, my friend who I was staying with, this like very machismo Israeli dude named Itzik, had a very interesting thought process on it. I was staying with him and we had gone out the night before. And I came home with some shawarma, some good greasy meat for him. Oh, Marco! Hitchcock, come here! He called me Hitchcock because I'm an actor. Come, Hitchcock. You partied like an Israeli last night. You and me, we were like Israeli brothers. Achi. Come. Thank you for the shawarma, man. Thank you. This sandwich. This is all I wanted. This, something that fought for its life and died. Come, Hitchcock. Come, let's talk of enlightenment. Come, sit on the bed. What, Hitchcock? Come, sit. What's the matter? What's happened on my bed? Come sit. You know, this bed has had a lot of sex. Oh, Hitchcock, where are you going? Have a seat. Now, we'll talk of enlightenment, yes? Oh. Now, you came to Israel to look for enlightenment. You came to the wrong place, man. You want enlightenment? You have to go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the best. You want to see the light? You have to go to the red light district. Sex, drugs, whores, prostitute women. It's the best. Aren't whores and prostitute women kind of the same thing? It's the best. So I went to Amsterdam, and I had a great time, obviously. And I'm there, and I have to go back to Israel to come back home. And I'm like, Israel, what they don't have weed. They have hash. So I'm like, I'm in the mecca of weed. I can go back and I'll be like the messiah of weed. I'll come and I'll bring it to all my friends. It'll be amazing. So I cut a hole in my shoe and I put some in there. And obviously, I was in Amsterdam. My thought processes were highly enhanced or dehanced while I was making these decisions. And I'm going through security, and I'm like, and as I'm getting there, I break into a sweat because I'm like, oh God, this is a terrible idea. I'm going to have to go through Amsterdam security, where they expect everyone to be smuggling weed. And then I'm going through Israeli security, where they expect my grandmother to be part of Hamas. And this is right when like everything was going down a couple of months ago. So I'm walking there, I'm like, maybe being the Messiah of weed isn't that great of an idea. So I'm going through security, and I put my shoes on the conveyor belt, and they go through once, go through twice, and then they're like, whoa, wait a minute, boot check. Go through a second time. And I'm waiting there, I'm like, oh God, they found me out, they've got me. And they're looking through my boots, and they can't find anything. So they call over the manager, the head of security, who's this young guy in this smart Israeli suit, who I'm pretty sure walked legitimately in slow motion. Just pointing at people, kissing babies, high-fiving, freeze frame high-fiving, getting blowjobs on his way. It was amazing. And he sits down, he calls me over, and he sits down, cradling my boot like a Bond villain and stroking it like a cat. So, Boker Tov. I'm Officer Roshevsky. Oh, Boker Tov. Oh, you speak Hebrew. Fascinating. So, what do you want with my country? Well, I'm just coming through. I'm just seeing family and friends. Very nice. Good. So, you are Jewish, yes? Yeah. Yep. You are Jewish. Yet you don't speak Hebrew. Well, it's not. In America, it's like languages aren't really a big deal. Oh, really? Very nice. How was your last holiday? Which one? You are Jewish. You don't know the last holiday? Well, tell me. Oh, like the last big one? They're all big. Tell me, what is this? What is the last holiday? I had recently taken on Buddhism as my spirituality of choice. I don't know. Ha! How can you call yourself a Jew if you don't know? Technically I'm Buddhist now. That's not even a religion. Tell me, what is the last holiday? Simchas Torah? Aha! You don't know Purim? Purim is this holiday. Purim is a holiday where everyone dresses up in costume. And it's like it's kind of like Martin Luther King's birthday, where like you kind of know what it is, but like for the most part you don't really realize it until it's way too late. What do you mean? What do you mean, Pastor? You don't know when it's Purim until you're walking past the synagogue and you see all the little kids wearing all the costumes, like Haman and King Ahasuerus. Oh, you know King Ahasuerus? Yes, he's the king when he freed all the Jews. Then you are Jewish! It was like the game show. Like, ding, 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 yeah, I'm Jewish! Thank God. I was freed because of King Ahasuerus, this random Jewish king from back in the day. I'm the only Jew since the day of King Ahasuerus to be freed by the name King Ahasuerus. And as they're sifting through all the boots, both of the boots, I realized that the boot that they are looking through is the wrong boot. And he pulls out a pin. A rainbow pin from the Chicago Gay Pride Parade. 1 and 3, right? That said, God loves us all. And he's like, oh, can I keep this? Sure, Officer Roshevsky. So before I leave you guys, I need your help with something. Scott Johnson. I've known him for 6 years, and boo, Scott Johnson. For as long as I've known Scott Johnson, I've seen him only wear 4 T-shirts, and they're all Kansas shirts. They're all Lawrence shirts. His laundry bill must be insane because he smells terrific. So he obviously washes them. And I always wondered, what is so great about Lawrence? And I gotta tell you, after being here and trying the Festive Sale at Free State, I get it. So today, I went out. I now have a Kansas t-shirt. guy who was holding to be said it really brought out my hips. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Being in Kansas has been so wonderful, and the town of Lawrence is so welcoming, and it's a pleasure for me to perform for you guys. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
I noticed you were all nice enough not to tell them that was a girl's Kansas shirt. That was nice of you, though. Nice job, Mark. I gotta say, pint of vanilla ice cream was not what I thought of when I thought of Mark, but still. All right, now you want to talk about raising it a level. Scott and Mark met while doing improv. And they're getting ready to do a little for you now. And improv is not easy. Improv is difficult. Improv takes, what's the word I'm looking for? Scott, what's the word I'm looking for? Balls. Thank you, Scott. I was Scott's teacher. I'm so proud. All right, so coming up next is what Mark and Scott were doing when they met for the first time. It's what has cemented their bond as brothers in comedy and gave them the maturity to raise a child with that tricky vixen comedy. Man, we went back to that? All right. Improv is living on the razor's edge of comedy. You don't know what will happen when you don't know what will happen. Now that was good, Scott. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mark and Scott.
Guys, hello.
Hello.
How is everybody doing so far? Yeah, I'm gonna make. Ooh, you guys are gonna be so uncomfortable.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
You ready?
We've already made her uncomfortable, so you're next. Guys, what we need right now is we need one volunteer. Can we get Rob? Can you bring the house lights up just a little bit so that we can like see these lovely? Oh God, yeah. We need one brave soul. We need one brave soul to put their hand in the air right now. Wait, up here? Up here? Right up here? Come on down. Yeah, come on. Come on down.
Come on up.
All right. She's going to be 8 minutes to get down here, guys, so we're going to need to vamp for a little bit. So what we're going to do for you tonight is we're going to take this lovely young lady who's coming downstairs right now. We're going to interview her about her life. Yeah. And then after we have mined every bit of gold out of her life, we are going to make a saga about her life on the spot, one time only, never recreated. You guys are in for it. And this is what me and Mark do. Oh Jesus, where did you come from? It's like here. It's like a ninja. Okay, yeah. Take a seat. Let me get this mic here. Yeah. Hey, Rob, we got this on? Yeah. Oh, wait, I know this girl. Your name is Casey. All right, that's enough. Casey, this is Mark. Hi. Mark, Casey. All right, Casey, we're going to ask you some questions real quick. What was the first thing you did today?
Woke up.
Okay. All right, Case. What was the first active thing you did after waking up?
I rode in a car.
You rode in a car. All right, now we're getting somewhere. That's the juice. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. You rode in a car. Where did you go in this car?
I went to another car.
Okay, that's big car day today, huh?
Big,
Yeah.
big,
All right.
Lots of miles.
Okay. Yeah. What was the destination that you arrived in after the second car?
Back to my house.
Okay. Were you planning a heist of any kind? Like, is there a getaway car that we need to know about?
There was, but it happened the night before. So.
All right, I got you. All right, so Casey, where were you raised?
Here,
In Lawrence, right?
Baldwin.
Baldwin. Okay, it's the armpit of Kansas. I'm joking, it's not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. So growing up in Baldwin, what was fun to do in Baldwin?
smoke pot.
All right.
Yeah, now we're getting some.
This is a hot-heavy night. Jeez.
Field.
Okay. In a field? Wait, so you guys would just go to a field and smoke pot?
Every day.
And you would have the best ideas ever, right?
All of them.
Yeah. I've been there. What are you doing right now? Like for jobs or for what do you do for a job?
I am a
Don't worry about it, Scott. I got this.
She's a passenger in cars. She likes cars. She's into cars.
Don't worry about it, Chief. I got it. What we really want to know is where were you on the night of the 23rd?
last month.
Yes.
That was Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Whoa.
All right, she passes. She's good.
That was good. All right. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
8.
Okay, with who?
A family.
Okay. What was on the spread?
Vegetarian cuisine.
Sounds like a Baldwin Thanksgiving to me. Am I right? Am I right? I'll see you all later. Thank you.
But seriously, where are the stolen jewels?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah. That's called marriage.
Oh,
Wait, so you had a vegetarian Thanksgiving.
Right.
Okay, who got the drunkest the quickest in the family?
Me?
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Okay.
Takes a big woman to
who got
recognize that.
who got drunk second quickest? Like, did you have a partner in crime with the drinking?
Yeah, my sister-in-law is my
Your sister-in-law.
wingman.
What's her
Yes,
name?
Cassie.
Cassie. Okay. Sounds like a stand-up individual. So you and Cassie were getting drunk at a vegetarian Thanksgiving. Is there any like traditional things? Do you guys play board games, or do you like kind of anything fun that you do after you eat?
We go for a walk in the woods. Every year.
Yeah. A walk in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's code.
Sounds dangerous.
Am I giving you anything?
Is that
You're doing fine.
We're taking walks in the woods?
Yeah. Does everybody just walk?
Oh, at night?
You're not a Lawrencian yet. Come on. We do a lot of walking. So Casey, let me get this right. You like to be a passenger in a car. You have vegetarian Thanksgivings. You like to drink. The holiday tradition is smoking pot.
That's not what I said.
Oh. Wait, what did you say?
That's what I did in high school.
Oh, that's what you did in high school.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So high school was smoking pot.
Thanksgiving was walking.
Thanksgiving was walking in the woods.
Still weird.
Yeah, sister-in-law Cassie, partner in crime. And give us the most interesting fact about you.
You and I used to be acting partners.
Whoa.
Something you guys didn't know. All right, Casey, I think we've got enough to get a show going. We're gonna wring this sponge for all it's worth.
And we're going to find those stolen jewels.
We're gonna find the jewels. Don't you worry. Doug, I'm gonna give this to you. All right, guys, we're gonna do a show based on Casey's life right now.
I just reached for the steering wheel and realized that it was on your side.
Yeah. I was just eating some vegetarian pita here.
Oh, dude.
We're in a car. How did we get in the car?
How'd you get the pita?
I don't know. It was just there. We need to stop having vegetarian weed-filled Thanksgivings. Oh my Jesus.
Jeez, it just goes straight to my head.
Straight to your head.
And my hips.
Yeah. You gotta watch them calories, let me tell you. I Atkins. Do you Atkins?
I South Beach.
Solid.
Not really, all the time. TMI, I know.
No,
but
not
it's
at
a
all.
thing. It's,
I was just gonna say I'm a peekaboo shitter. Yeah, like it's just gonna. Nope, not yet. Like it just kind of like, are we ready? Nope. Incubate. Just incubate the poo. And then I get those really wide poos that really hurt, you know. Wait, is this TMI? Because I was going to say I call them ass babies. No?
No, that's fine.
Because I can't have children, see, so.
Randy!
Yeah, Randy.
I had no idea. Really? How did you know? We're in high school. How do you even know that stuff yet?
I get a lot of tests done. And I was a test subject for a lot of really, really progressive drugs, which made my genital area very sterile.
What drugs?
I don't know. There was this one test that they did. They just like shot a gamma ray at my penis for a long time, like inordinate amount of time. Like I went to bed and the guy was just there with the visor on, pointing the gamma gun right at my penis, just right there the whole night. And I woke up at one point during the night and he was sitting there and he was just like, shh, and I had nightmares. Legitimate nightmares, like just flop sweats.
Dude, this is blowing my mind right now. Because I've never told anybody this. I was abducted by aliens. And that sounds a lot like what they did to me.
No way.
Dude,
You got abducted by aliens?
Dude, for the gamma ray to the guy in the... Dude, were you abducted by aliens?
No, he was a man. Yeah. He was a man that was, I got paid $20, like, nailed it. Can't have children, but at $20, it bought me this much marijuana. And I roasted it.
Yeah, you did. I take way too much angel dust.
Oh, yeah, stepped it up a notch. All right, I see. It's a working world. The taters aren't going to mash themselves.
So I guess you're gonna do them then, Stepdad Larry.
Yeah. Not stepdad yet.
I know.
Yeah. You might have asked for my daughter's hand in marriage, but I have not given you permission yet.
I love her so. She's the only other vegetarian that I know that smokes as much weed and drinks as much as I do.
All right. We get it. You're showing off.
I'm not showing off.
Aren't you?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, it's the one thing I do well, you know? That and masturbate. I'm sorry, TMI. I'm sorry.
No such thing in the Swanson household. No such thing. See what I'm doing with my hips here, Dave? Dave, respond to my question. Do you see what I'm doing?
I heard you the first
I'm
time.
doing with my hips
I heard you
here?
the first time.
Okay, good.
It doesn't make me any less uncomfortable.
Good. I hope it makes you uncomfortable.
I can't tell if your sexual advances are...
Dave, there's nothing sexual about a man whipping up some taters and wiggling his hips. Come on.
That's what you say, but then your hips give me a whole... Your hips don't lie.
Hey, this is a shacky-free household, all right? You take that Shakira nonsense outside, all right?
I try to, but I can't give it up. Her music just speaks to me in a way. It just makes me dance. It just makes me move in a way that no other woman has ever...
Are these hips lying, Dave? Can you read between the lines of my subtext here?
How are we going to tell her that we're in love?
All right, Dave. We said to the grave. You understand what that means?
Yes, I understand what that means. That means that we don't tell anyone, but I can't carry this secret with me to the grave.
God damn it, Dave, find a release.
I'm sorry, I haven't found something that lets me let it out like you have. I haven't found hip-hop abs for myself.
Hey, Sean T works it out. Tilt, tuck, and tighten, sir. Tilt, tuck, and tighten. Know what I'm doing here? It's called standing abs.
I need you to teach me.
Now you're getting it. Dave, come here. Take that spoon there and whip them taters.
I don't understand. I'm looking for sexual enlightenment, and this... I don't understand what potatoes...
Is the video camera going to bother you?
No.
Don't look so happy. It ruins it for me. Just gonna put on some Adele here.
Like this?
Oh yeah, this is getting sad.
God, we're so alike. We're like soulmates. Sweet potato soulmates.
Dave, I gotta tell you something.
Did I do something wrong?
You did half things wrong, half things right. Therein lies the duality of mankind. How does that make you feel?
A little anxious.
Sure.
A little like I hate my father.
Okay, that's something.
And a little hungry, as a matter of fact. Just a little, I don't know, a little, it makes me, it's why when I get anxious, I get a little hungry.
You hungry for taters?
I'm real hungry for taters.
You eat them taters.
Feed them to me.
Now you're getting it.
Oh. Hey there, fella. Looking for a ride?
Yeah, but you're on a rascal. I don't...
You're stranded in the middle of the road and you're judging a man's vehicle.
Oh.
Either get in or don't.
Okay, all right. The shocks are pretty horrible on this thing, aren't they?
I like the way they make it bounce.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Makes me feel like I'm on a big wheel again. Say,
Yeah?
I'd like the wind in your hair.
Oh, we're going 3 miles an hour, so it's pretty minimal.
This is life! That's what it's all about!
Yeah, okay, I get you. Listen, I can actually walk faster than you, so I think I'm all set here.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I had it installed.
Did you just put a gear shift up?
I did. Makes me feel like, I don't know, it's I feel like when I stop a vehicle, I need to put it in park.
Sure.
I don't know. It's the Ford guy in me, you know? Listen.
Okay, here we go.
It's lonely here on the road.
Yeah.
You know, I set out from my mother-in-law's place about 3 weeks ago.
I was going to say, she lives just in town, right? Like, she's not that far away.
That's right.
You're going at a pretty slow clip there, old-timer.
Sometimes it's not the pace, but the direction.
That's a fortune cookie.
That's right, it's a fortune cookie.
That's nice.
It's a fortune cookie from Ming's.
Words to live by.
Listen, traveler. I like the cut of your jib.
Oh, you're damn right, it's a good jib.
It's a good jib and it's a damn fine gait. But sometimes every gait's got to take a break.
All right, stop. Stop. I'm tracking my ex-wife. She owes me alimony. I don't want to get into it. It makes me feel like less of a man. I know. I shouldn't be getting alimony. But I've got 3 pins in my hip from the war. The war, it wasn't an actual war. It's just like we started throwing knives at each other. It got weird, okay? But she punctured a nice little vein in here, and I bled pretty deep. And I'm on a mission to get my money.
That's a mighty convoluted story there, traveler.
I know. But it's 100% true.
You know, when I was last at Ming's, I read a fortune cookie that said, "I will meet a man like you."
Oh, yeah?
Well, that wasn't the wording of it. It was a little bit more.
That would be a horrible fortune cookie. It said, I will meet a man like you. Because it would be meant for, obviously, for someone else. But anyway.
Point is, I feel like it's fated that you and I meet on this here road on the way into town.
Right.
Me on my journey, you on yours.
Yeah. I've got a knapsack full of dreams.
And I've got a...
You got a really slow rascal.
Yeah.
I think
But it moves, don't it?
It goes. It goes. I've never seen a 1-volt battery push something so hard. I didn't know they made 1 volt.
It's my greatest invention.
You patent that, huh?
Oh, sure did. Well, not quite. I just built it and I started riding it. And
All right. That's fine.
I get really into things. I get obsessed.
Oh, do you now?
I do.
All right, traveler. I wish you well on your journey.
And I you. It's a shame we're not going to be able to meet up, join forces at this juncture.
No, we aren't. You're going to slow me down. I'm like a jackrabbit.
But don't you realize it's not the speed of the journey, it's who you
You got to stop saying things like that, all right? It's really messing with my head. Do you write fortune cookies for a living? Is that like how you make currency? Is that how you pay for things with coins and papers?
No, it's just a hobby. Officer McCluskey,
Yeah.
your interrogation skills are quite out of the ordinary.
What do you mean?
That's exactly what I mean. You gear up to be intimidating and then you just completely lose steam.
You know I got a D in bad cop training.
I know. I thought you had promise because you really knew how to tie your holster together like none other.
Damn right I do.
And let me tell you, I've never seen and not seen yet, since, ever.
It's an incomplete thought, boss. Did not make sense.
Off the train of thought. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see, I see myself in you.
Yeah.
I gear up really strong and then I lose.
Yep, that's about right. Yeah.
You see what I mean? It comes and goes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm taking medication for it.
Hey!
Whoa!
You got some lint on your shirt. It's driving me crazy.
Thank you. Look, McCluskey, I got a proposition for you.
I've got an answer for your proposition.
You're going undercover.
How deep?
Real deep. So deep.
I'll use my imagination for the rest.
Good.
Do I get to try an accent?
What kind of accents you got in your arsenal?
You throw one out there. Let's see how good I am. I'm pretty good at accents.
All right. Vietnamese.
How you doing? I'm Vietnamese. You guys know any terrorist plots going down? I don't know. They don't really do that. What kind of illegal activities are you into? Don't you like the river that we have in Vietnam? Easy. Next.
God, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
We'll throw another one at you. Gonna try and throw you off a little bit.
Bring it on.
All right. How about Georgian?
Georgian? Hey, I'm from Georgia. You ever heard of our Georgian comfort? That's the country motto of Georgia.
God, it's inspirational. I just look at you and it's like a bright light coming. It's like God's light. It's like when you go into a store.
Yep.
Damn it, every time. All right.
You ever thought about seeing something or seeing someone about your affliction?
Yeah, that's why I'm seeing you.
Well, I am not licensed to be a therapist.
No, but you're licensed to kill.
Yes, I am.
Here's my sign-off, my official sign-off that you are now an official spy with a license to kill. Ever heard of James Bond?
Know of him.
Yeah, me too.
Did you know he was in a movie?
Who?
James Bond was in a movie.
Yes, he was.
He was in a few. Most recent one, Octopussy.
That just sounds dirty.
I can't go to bed thinking about it. It's a little too racy for my liking.
Well, you're going to have to get dangerous if you're going to take on this line of work.
You want me to get dangerous? How's this for danger?
To be honest. Whoa!
Suplex. Suplex.
You know what would be good is if you added a little pirouette and a triple axel.
I don't know what kind of California school of law you went to, but down here...
I'm your captain. You don't talk to me like that.
Yes, sir.
I learned that in Russia.
That was... Yeah, that was good. I thought I was in Mother Russia. Right in Moscow with the big... You know, the big building in Moscow. That building is huge.
Yes, it is.
All right. I'm going to go do this for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go deep undercover. But here's what I need from you. I need you to finish some thoughts every once in a while because I'm going to be reporting to you, and you got to tell me where to go from there.
All right. Here's a full thought. You sit down.
You got it.
All right. Here's another full thought.
All right.
You're going to be going deep into the Yucatan.
Yucatan.
You're going to go into the Yucatan and you're going to find our sister spy, Rosalita.
Rosalita.
And you and Rosalita have to combine forces and take down the son of a bitch who killed my wife. And before you do, I want you to take that man. I want you to say, listen, buddy.
Boss, I'm going to stop you here. It sounds like this is an act of vengeance and not a sanctioned police operation. So if that's the case, blink 3 times rapidly. Okay, then it's not the case. All right. You don't smell good. It's really not good. Like, it's Pakistani cab driver bad, you know? Like it smells like somebody vomited on curry and then somebody lit that on fire. Like, that bad. That bad. All right. I know our honeymoon isn't going the way that we planned. But you said you wanted an open relationship, am I right? Like, we didn't want to bottle it in so that we want to kill each other.
No, I meant open relationship that we can like sleep with other people, not that we tell each other everything. That's awful. That sounds horrible. I smell like a Pakistani cowboy.
Oh, I did not know you gave me carte blanche to sleep with other people. I thought you meant I should be honest, brutally, horribly honest with you.
I thought you'd like that because all of your friends are doing it, and you're like, oh, well, you know, Todd's an open relationship. You know, I mean, you must be really happy. So I thought, okay, I'll give you an open relationship. But you come back and you tell me that I smell like a Pakistani cab driver?
Who got vomited on.
Okay, yes, I heard you.
Lit fire to.
I heard you.
It's intense. Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry, I keep going back to it,
But I clean myself daily. You know, I trim.
You use wet naps and just wipe your body down. You don't actually use soap and lather your body. Do you understand? Do you know how to shower physically? Physically shower?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
Okay, sweetheart? Sweetheart?
Yes?
Because I have faith in this mail-order bride relationship.
I'm the only mail-order bride from Sandusky, Ohio. I thought I was special.
You guys were very cheap. I want you to come on in here to the shower with me, okay? Just come on. Come on, honey. Get on in there. There you go. No. Safe place, safe environment. I am here. I am right behind you. I'm going to shut this door, turn the water on first. Okay?
Okay. It's not the journey, it is who you're with. Okay.
Did you run into a guy on a rascal by chance? Guys, that's our show! Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to Casey for her veganism and her pot.
We will walk in the woods one day.
Thank you.
Hello. All right. So now we're ready for Casey. How you doing? I miss you. And you know, it's funny because I certainly remember you in that class, and I don't remember Scott in that class. All right, it is now time for our intermission. Let me tell you, during the intermission, please go up and get yourself something to drink. It was easier teaching Scott with a little something to drink, so maybe it'll be easier for you to watch with a little something to drink. Take about 10 minutes and then come on back for some more.
I left the biscuits in the oven too long. I think they're a little tough.
How is that my fault?
I'm not saying it's your fault. Just stating a matter-of-fact statement. I think the biscuits are a little tough.
Jesus.
Like our relationship.
Oh my God! Here goes the record, skipping again. You know what doesn't skip? My scotch.
Well, you know what doesn't? You know what does skip?
What does skip?
You know what does
What
skip?
does skip?
A child.
A child. Yep.
Which we don't have because your sperm doesn't work.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Just because my fellas are a little slow on the uptake, it doesn't make this any less of a man, okay?
A little slow on the uptake? I think they're retarded.
Hey, I have a 7 1/4 inch penis.
I know. You measure it every night.
You're damn right I do. And anoint it with canola oil. Thing of beauty, this thing is.
Well, maybe if you didn't take Enzyte every day for the past 7 years,
Oh no.
you wouldn't be impotent. Enzyte man.
I am the vice president of Enzyte. And I refuse to be a hypocrite. I will use it until my penis explodes.
How's that scotch?
Much better than these hard-ass biscuits!
All right. I'm never quite sure how to take that sketch. First place, I don't know what Enzyte is. All right, now is the time. I actually, as you all have seen, have a script that Scott sent me. And on the script, at this part, he wrote, Intro Scott. And that's it. I thought it was nice of him that he trusted me to come out and introduce his stand-up work. Scott Johnson. This is a Lawrence boy, son of Peggy and Larry. Hi, Peggy and Larry. Woohoo! You're so proud, I know. Brother of Christy. Yeah, there you go. Moved a path of destruction through Lawrence. Prairie Run, Pinckney, Quail Run, thank you. Pinckney School, West, Southwest, Free State, KU. Finally, Lawrence breathed a huge sigh of relief because he left. Went to Chicago, went on to New York, and he came back. Who told him? One of you is to blame. I was lucky enough to be Scott's teacher while he was at KU. And, you know, there's a lot of jokes to be had there, believe me. But the truth is that Scott was always one of, oh man, this is not good to be nice and to you, but I'm going to try. Scott was a great student. Scott was a smart, intelligent, bright young man. I don't know what's happened, but he was so together. And the one thing that Scott could always do is make people laugh. There was something about him, you've seen him, but it wasn't just that, although that was a large part of it, I got to be honest. It was the fact that he always went at everything at 180 miles an hour. And when he made a mistake, which was often, he made it going full steam. And he made it going as fast and as quick as he could. Casey can tell you that. All of the students who were there with him at the time, all of his teachers would tell you the same thing, that we knew someday he would end up on the Liberty Hall stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Allen Johnson.
Liberty Hall! Yes! 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 And one for the left! Oh, you guys! For me! Oh, this is such a selfish night. Guys, I am so insanely happy to be here. I've been wanting to do the show for about a year, and I'm infinitely grateful to every single one of you for being here. I'm grateful to Mark. Let's give it up for Mark Stetson, one of my favorite people in the world. I lost a bet, so let's give it up to Doug Weaver. He's a horrible man, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I want to get right into it. You're going to hear some things tonight. That's all I really want to say. So you can judge me after the show, but no, it's all about love with me. So I accidentally shit my pants the other day, and yes, I understand, and I want to preface this by saying accidentally, because it could have easily been avoided. Okay, it was a very cold night, and I got into my bed and I got nooked, you know, when you get nooked and you're not leaving the bed once you're nooked. Once you get in that nook and you're warm, it's not happening. So I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden my butthole perked up, you know, like a rabbit at a watering hole when it senses danger. It was just like, okay, what's happening? No, I'm serious. What's happening? Something is not okay. What? There's something wrong here. So already I'm on guard, and I do this thing where I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to test the waters and see if this is just a fart. So I decided to give it a go, because I'm really good at doing that. So I decided to give it a go. Immediate resistance. That's a red flag, guys. That's a red flag right off the bat, okay? And I'd say my confidence in non-shit to shit ratio is 60-40. Those are horrible odds. Those are not good odds. Okay, anything below 90-10, you're in trouble, okay? but I'm a gambler, you know, so I roll the dice, and like you could see the inner workings of my body. It'd be like a factory with pipes and just steam pouring out of these pipes. Like, it's a functional factory. It doesn't really work well. And there's like a foreman down there that's like, Scott, you gotta slow it down. I'm serious, don't poke the bear. The natives are restless right now. It can get real messy if you continue with this. But I had a hunch. So I'm sitting there and I'm having this internal struggle, like between good and evil. And the angel pops up and he's like, Scott, just go to the bathroom. I can't believe I'm having, like, what are you going to prove? That you can fart? We know you can fart. You fart a lot. You farted millions of times. You've reached that mountaintop. You're really good at farting. The bathroom is literally 20 feet away. Just go to, get this, you go to the bathroom, you sit down, and it's just a fart. Congratulations, you've got self-control. But even better, if you sit down and you poop, guess what? You put shit where shit's supposed to go. Into the toilet, not into your underwear. Why do I have to make this point? Go to the bathroom, Scott. And then the devil pops up and he's like, you pussy. Pussy. There was a time when men were men. I don't know, call me crazy, Scott. You know your body. And you know what you can get away with. I've seen you roll the dice dozens of times, and you almost always get it right. So I think it's a time where you have to ask yourself, are you a man or are you a bitch? My hubris kicks in, and I'm like, oh, I'm a man, damn it. I'm not a bitch, I'm a man. So I shit my pants. And like immediately, right after, I was just like, nope, I pooped. Yeah, I definitely pooped. Okay. All right, that one's on me. That one's on me. That one's mine. That's my bad. And the angel pops back up and he's like, you fucking dick. Do you feel like a big man? Do you feel like a big shit-stained man? I hope you do. I hope you weep for this. Why don't you do this for me? Why don't you take your crappy underwear off, put it in a plastic bag, take it outside and put it in your neighbor's trash can because you don't want a paper trail. I know how you think, Scott Johnson. And then I want you to walk your sorry ass inside and take a shame shower and weep. And weep for what you've done. A 5-year-old has more self-consciousness than you. 5-year-old, that's it. I'm not coming back. You're dead to me. And then you cut over to the devil and he's like, I can't believe you fucking did it. There was no way you weren't not gonna shit your pants. You tested the waters. Oh my God. Oh, you're something special, Scott Johnson. That's what you are. You are something. He's right. A 5-year-old has more sense than you. That is mind-boggling to me. That's how I'm opening the show. But I'm fascinated with the way the human body works, especially my human body. The funniest thing in the world to me, and I think to people in general, is someone getting hit right in the nuts. Bob Saget made a career out of people getting hit in the nuts. You understand? If there's a top 3 on America's Funniest Home Videos, it's always the wiffle ball straight to the nuts. You know, like, that's what really gets me laughing. And there's a very specific set of criteria that instantly pops into my head when this happens. First of all, this is hilarious. I'm sorry, a nut shot is hilarious, guys. And like, men will always laugh louder than women because they're so infinitely grateful that it's not their nuts that just got like, Hadouken, you know, like just shockwaved right to the balls. Because what happens, the second thing that occurs to me is, I need to find a toilet. Because if there's no toilet around, guess what? I'm finding the nearest concealed place to just take an angry, messy poo. Okay? Because what happens is your balls, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, your balls nugget and like up against your taint. And like they just cower like a child who got caught with his hand in the cookie jar when Mom's having an episode. And like just like weeping tears. Like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. It's just flicked it and it's like I gotta go in. And Because your body, you have a social contract with your body. I don't know if you know this. The contract is, you cover this part. You don't let this get abused, okay? And your body like reacts, like right when it like pink. Did you just let us get hit in the nuts? There's one rule we have, Scott. Protect the nuts, okay? Protect the nuts, because now guess what I get to do? The body mutinies against you and just streams of horrible poo come out. And you do that angry Lamaze breathing poo where you're like, oh God. It was fucking funny. It was really, really funny, but this is not funny. This is the unfunny part of the nut hit. I am in desperate, just pain. But that's what happens every time. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. High table. Okay. Another thing that happened, when I discovered masturbation, God, I am sorry, Mom and Dad. Masturbation is the greatest invention ever created, okay? But here's the thing about masturbation. They don't give you a playbook for masturbation because the first masturbation experience you have is the wet dream. Oh, the wet dream. Because you're in a dreamland when this happens. And you don't understand why you're having just cascading waves of pleasure while you're sleeping. It is so good. The first time you have it, you're like, holy crap. And you wake up the next day and you feel so satisfied. But like, what they don't tell you is when you go to the bathroom to take your morning pee, I don't know if you know this, semen is a binding compound stronger than crazy glue. So you gave it like a good 4 hours to just cement against your penis. So you go to the bathroom and you're just smiling because you had this feeling you've never had before. And then you have another feeling that you've never had before when you jackknife your pants away from your penis. I have never screamed louder or in a more womanish timbre than I did that day. My mom came out with a bat. She thought I was getting abused or like humped in the ear by a bandit. I don't know. But like that's your first sexual experience. And then once I figured out that you could do it yourself, I was like, done. I went pro immediately. Like I was straight out of high school. Like I was ready for it. I was ready to go. And I don't know if you know this, but like most people do it with their hand. Great. I do something a little different. And it's a blast. I do dick down masturbation. So like I hump my mattress, like, you know, just kind of like get into my mattress like this, you know? Just like a gentle humping motion right on the mattress. That's what I do. Because your hand is your hand. Your mattress can be whatever you want it to be. And that's the beauty of the mattress. I made my mattress my bitch in high school. I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing was on call. I was a pimp. That was my top bottom hoe right there. Like I was just, yeah. And another thing that I had a hard time putting my head around once I started getting into it was, okay, do I go to my well of sexual experiences to do my fantasy? Because I don't look at porn. I mean, I do, but like not a lot, you know? Like, so like when I masturbate, I like to create a world in my head. And like, I'm like, all right, oh man, remember that one time we were in Chicago and that girl, what was her name? Becky. Oh yeah, Becky. And me and Becky went to that hotel room and just had a crazy night. And that's visceral. You already have that memory implanted. So like, that's already set and you can relive that moment. It's great. But on the flip side, you can create a new woman. You can be like, Mila Kunis. What are you doing at the Cinnabon? And why are we naked? You know, like that's like you can create your own reality. And you use like the vanilla sauce and just, yeah, you can get crazy with it. You can have fun with it. That's what you can do. So, Oh man, another thing. When I went to college, oh Jesus, when I went to college, that's when men are at their sexual peak. It's just like it's a bananas. It's like a boiling cauldron of just hormones. And like I lived in the dorms my first year, so I lived with 3 guys that I didn't know, and my poor sweet mate, because his name was Matt, and like. We'd go into bed, and I would just play the waiting game until he went to bed. I would just be like, all right, Matt, go to bed. Just go to bed, Matt. Just go to bed. Because masturbation is like a cup of warm milk. I couldn't go to bed until I had that, you know? So I was just like, I would sit there and just be like, fucking go to bed, Matt. Come on, do it. You can do it, buddy. But then once he finally went to bed, I would sit there and like I would do my thing and start humping my mattress, but I would have eye contact with him. God, don't wake up, don't wake up. Please don't wake up. For the love of God, don't wake up, I'm so close. And like, so I would be sitting there humping my bed, so creepily just locking eyes with my roommate, who has no idea. He's just like, and I'm like, yeah. And I have to split my mind to like masturbate with this side, focus like a detective on this side. I'm like, all right. And one time he actually did wake up, and I was like, oh shit. So I didn't stop. I was just like, all right. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, exercising. Working the glutes. What the fuck are you? I'm working the glutes. That's a rep. 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 We'll talk in the morning, Matt. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Matt. This is okay. But I did it. I literally did that. When specifically, what age, I want to ask, did tickling become the worst thing ever? Yes, 16. 16, bro, I did a study. It's legit, 16, hard 16, okay? No, because like there was a point, like when you're a child, and your parents, that's my best child laugh, you know, like that's creepy. But like it was elation. You would have elation when you were being tickled. And then there's some point, like I remember going up to my sister a few years ago, and I tried to tickle her, and she goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "What? I was just why are you aggressive? I was trying to tickle you. Don't people tickle? Are you out of your damn mind? You don't tickle a grown-up. That's ridiculous." And I was like, well, I like tickling. I think we should get more tickling in our daily routine. Because it makes you happy, it makes you laugh. But there is a specific age when it switches. And my mom used to torture me growing up. Because she is the one person on this planet that just knows how to tickle me. And it was just torture, and like I kept growing up, and I was like, one day I'm gonna find her spot. I'm gonna find that tickle zone, and I'm gonna attack. And I finally found it. It's right here. Tickle her after the show. It'll be funny. So like, I figured that out, and I was like, but then it turned into this weird thing where me and my mom were like gunslingers, like coming down the hall. We'd just be like, all right, nobody do anything stupid. All right, everybody just settle down. All right, nobody do anything. No, don't do it. Seriously, let's not do this, okay? Let's not do this. And then like you get into this thing where it's uncontrollable laughter, but you're just hatred at the same time. It's like, I hate you, stop it right now. And like you just get tangled up in this web of confused emotions. But I miss that tickle, people. That's the moral of that story. Wow. I'm nostalgic. I miss the phone book. Because the phone book is the saddest book there is. It really is. Because nobody uses the phone book anymore. You know, everybody has their iPhones, these are amazing because you can follow a dot to another dot and like just figure out where you're going by this dot, but nobody has interactions anymore. Like, we're just drones. Like, this is how Philip K. Dick novels start. The machines will win eventually, you know? So, like, you're walking around following the star. It's like, well, it says I just went past it. I don't know. But, okay, now it says, well, I'm here, but I'm not here. You know? So, like, people freak out about that. Because you used to have a modicum of intelligence to find somewhere. Do you remember when you'd have to go to the white pages? Oh, Jesus. You'd have to go to the white pages and be like, all right, let me see here. Dave Horner. There he is, Dave Horner. Okay, 465 Oak. Interesting. Okay, 465 Oak. And then they had that grid map on the back. If you remember that, you'd be like, D4. All right, going D4. Here we go. And you like, you always do that thing with your fingers where you're like, here's D4. Found it. And so like, you sit there and you're like, you have to sear those coordinates into your brain. You're like, okay, there it is. Okay. 3463 Grove. Okay, it's right in between Oak. I know Oak very well. That's good. And on the other side is Wilshire. I am not familiar with Wilshire. That is a monkey wrench in the plan. Okay, so you kind of like get landmarks based on this. And especially in New York, when you get out, like, and people that make the directions to their party, can you please just make simple directions? Like, I got out one time, and I looked at it, I was like, all right, let's look at this direction. So you always have a group of people that you're leading that just are like, get us there now. And so you sit there and you're like, all right, first thing, head towards the corner store that has a lot of cats. That's subjective. I don't understand. And someone would be like, right there, corner store, 3 cats. 3 cats right there, corner store. And there's always a cat person that's like, that's not a lot of cats. That's like a few cats, you know. That's not a lot of cats. Trust me, I have a lot of cats. That's like a handful of cats. And it's like, well, Lisa, can we just? That's 3 cats. That's more than 1 cat. Can we? Yeah, but you got egg on your face because that's not a lot of cats. That's just a few cats. And you're like, Lisa, how's the boyfriend? Don't have him anymore. He's gone. Yeah. But you like trudge through and you use these signposts to figure out where you're going. And you have stories. You would have adventures. Think about that. You had many adventures and you had stories that you would tell. It's like, you remember when that crack addict tried to like claw your face and we had to like kick her in the ass to get her off? Like you had those stories that would be with you forever. And like when you got to the party, you finally get there and you finally knock on that door. And the host of the party always opens it and says some stupid thing like, well, it took you guys a while to find the... Shut up! Just shut your face. I want alcohol for me and my band. All right? We've been through a lot. We lost Ricky. We don't know where Ricky is. Ricky's gone, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? We need to dull the pain. But we used to have to find things like that. We don't do that anymore. I don't know. I miss, we're living in a very, very, very good TV time. Like, we got shows like Breaking Bad, right? Mad Men, like all the HBO, the Sunday on HBO is like a wet dream, literally a wet dream for me. Like, you can't go wrong with Sundays on HBO. But there's part of me that severely, severely misses those late 80s, early 90s cocaine sitcoms. Like, the only reason they were made is because there was rampant cocaine use being done right there. Like, there was a show called Alf. Does anybody know Alf? Yes! Yeah! Alf! I want to be in the meeting where Alf was created. I want to be a fly on that wall because you know there was just a Tony Montana mountain of cocaine, and they were like, all right. Literally a million ideas just popped into my brain. A million ideas. Like, all right. First idea. It's about a dog, that telepathic dog that shoots lasers out of its eyes and has a dry cleaning business, and it's called Clean Shih Tzu. Nope. Don't like it. Okay. No. Next one. There's a guy in the corner that's like, 2 sexy single women live with an awkward single guy in an apartment. They have a sex-crazed neighbor. Nope. Wait a minute. That's Three's Company. Good try. Okay. And then you go to the next one, and this guy's like an alien. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, an alien named Alf. Okay, that works on 2 levels. Alien life form, Alf. Okay, an alien named Alf from the planet Melmac. Where did you come up with Melmac? I don't know. It just came to me. Okay, an alien named Alf from the planet Melmac. And he has like this nose. He has like a really big nose that has ridges on it and like a big mole. Looks like a big dick, like covered in a ribbed condom, you know? And you're just like,
There's always one guy in the corner that's like, I don't know if that's such a great idea. What does the sign say? What does the sign say in the writer's room? Nothing is not possible. Come on, saddle up. He has a Brooklyn accent. Of course he has a Brooklyn accent. Karate Stew, what do you have? And there's always a guy in the corner doing karate. He's just like sitting there like, what if, I don't know, he lives like with a family in the San Bernardino County, and the patriarch is named Willie, and they have a cat. He's like into the cat. He's like really into the cat. Do you understand that? Alf wanted to eat the cat. Every episode, Alf was trying to get that fucking cat. He's just like, but he never moved. He was just like, the cat had to like hove into his weird like stunted arm field of vision and be like, oh, cat has thwarted me again because it's 2 feet out of my reach. And the cat's just probably like, you can't have it. You don't get it. It's not for you. But that show was made. That would never be made today. There was another show, Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs? That show got made, okay? Because I think we all can really relate to the trials and tribulations of a family of talking dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, it was a metaphor, but they put it on TV, sir. Like, do you understand? They had okay, so the father always had a hard hat on, right? And he always had a shirt, a flannel shirt of some sort, and he always came back from the walk quarry, which means he had a job in prehistoric times. The wife had like a kitchen with bowls that they used. They had bowls, are you hearing me? And the son he had a letter jacket, so he was on some sports team. Nobody, what's the tryout for the Tyrannosaurus? Like, he caught the ball with this weird mini hands. Good for him. Get him a jersey. He's a Letterman. We got it. And there's always a daughter that, like, the daughter was always going on dates, and it's like, they'd be like, all right, where are you going with my daughter tonight? We were probably going to go hunt something. You know, pretty classy first date. We're going to do some hunting, and then we're going to masticate on its flesh. That's what we do, right? That's what we do. That show got made, and it ran for seasons. Plural, not season. The executives had to have been crazy elated that they were able to get that show made. It was done on a dare. It had to have been. Like, I would like to see someone today try, like Aaron Sorkin. Like, I'd like to see Aaron Sorkin attempt like a 90s cocaine sitcom where he'd be like, I don't know, a toaster that shits a lot. I don't know, give me some Jews and Coke. We'll write it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just give it over here. But those shows aren't made anymore. And here's a quick little bit. Here's why I love Netflix. Have you seen that show Blossom? That show is fantastic. Talking Mayim Bialik, a voice of a generation, thank you very much. Six, one of the best written characters in TV history. And you have Joey Lawrence revolutionizing the dumb jock, because everybody that comes up is always talking about a show that happened 20 years ago, and you have to get excited about that show. It's like, oh yeah, Blossom. Sure, that was a fun show, wasn't it? Everybody wore hats and a lot of plaid and denim and yeah. But that's why I love Netflix, because it gives you a vehicle to relive shows that you would never get to experience anymore. And I just love that that's a thing that we have. Guys, I've been drinking since I've been back. I hope you are tonight. Is everybody drinking tonight? Yeah, I'm glad that everybody's drinking. But there's something that I love when I don't drink that much anymore, but when I used to get I used to drink, and I would drink. But at the end of the night, I would always want to have second supper, So when you're wasted, you would and my place to go was Jimmy John's. And I want to just take you through me ordering at Jimmy John's when I'm wasted. Hi. I want sandwich. Excuse me? want sandwich. You want a sandwich? Okay, yeah, we can get you a sandwich. What kind of sandwich would you like? I want meat sandwich. I want meat sandwich, please. Okay, what kind of meat would you like? We have turkey, we have ham, we have roast beef, we have salami. All meat. You can put all the meats. Just please, sandwich. I want meat sandwich. And like, they start, and like, that's the first part. And I think the reason that we have numbers on the menu now is because of drunk people, where they could just come up and be like, 5. 5. I want 5. You want 5 what, sir? No, 5. And you go to the menu and you're like, 5. I want 5. But back in the day, you used to have to go through the laundry list and like, they're like, would you like lettuce? Mm-hmm. You want tomatoes? Of course I want tomatoes. Do you want onions? No! No! I don't want onions! Okay. No onions. And you always put way too much sauce on your sandwich. Where it's just like, Italian dressing. I want Italian dressing. And like they start squirting it on. It's like, unscrew the top. Unscrew the top. I want it soaked. Soak the sandwich. Soak the sandwich. I don't want to, I want it to be like, I want it to fall apart. And so you get your sandwich and you like get a drink, you know, like a soda. And then I would go to the table and I would just like, this is how I know we devolve as a human race when we drink, because I'm just sitting there like, oh God. Mm-hmm. And you're like sizing other people up. You're like, okay. And like shit's falling onto my chest. Like I don't have control. And like when you're sober, that just goes into the muck. But that's the most important part of the sandwich when you're drunk. You're like, lettuce. That's good lettuce. Oh, hello, tomato. You go right in there. Sandwich, meat. And you take your soda and you can never find the frickin' straw. You're like, come on. Just come on. I want it. Why is it so hard? Yummy in my tongue. Sandwich, you know? I miss that. I don't, but I do. That's the only way to eat, guys. Trust me. Only way to eat. Just go to Jimmy John's at 2:30 in the morning. It's a laugh riot. Guys, I'm going to tell you a very, very, very true story right now. And by the end of the story, you will know without a shred of doubt that I am Larry Johnson's son. I am of Larry Johnson's seed. I know for 100% fact that I am his son, and here's why. 2 years ago, I helped my friend Dale move. The night before we moved, he's like, do you want to get a couple beers? Sure. So I show up, a couple beers turns into, we had too many beers, okay? So I wake up the next morning, we move him, it's smooth, I feel like crap, it's hot, it's the middle of summer, I'm having alcohol, it's not pretty. But by the end of it, he's like, hey buddy, for helping me move and doing such a bang-up job, I'm gonna take you to Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, all right, why don't I put hot wings into this mess of a stomach right now? That's a great idea. So we go to and there's a Buffalo Wild Wings in Brooklyn in this Atlantic Mall Center, and it's like this mall. And we get out of the subway, we walk up some stairs, and then you get on an escalator, and you're at the Buffalo Wild Wings. I get the wild wings, because I'm wild. And so that's the step below, like, this thing will burn your mouth off wings, you know? So, like, I'm sitting there, and I eat the wings, And I have a beer that I'm not into, and I'm drinking it. And we finally get ready to leave, and I'm like, all right, buddy, that was great. And we're walking down, and right when I get to the bottom step of the stairs to get to the subway, my stomach disappears. And like, there's a stopwatch being like, you have this much time before this gets really unfortunate for you. And like, instantly, like a mousetrap, my asshole butt cheeks just like snap shut. And I'm like, Dale, we gotta go back up. We gotta go back up right now. And I'm like walking up the stairs, like trying to like, just like lock leg. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one. And like, you have never seen a more uncomfortable man on an escalator. I'm just like, and Dale's just crying with laughter. He's like, this is epic. So like I'm just like waiting. I see the Buffalo Wild Wings song or the sign, and I'm like, yes, there it is. But then a fart escapes, minuscule. But the levee broke. So right as I opened the door to families enjoying Buffalo Wild Wings signature sauces and big tall beers, I have to grab my cargo shorts so that liquid poo doesn't stream down my legs and walk through just like, and a more ungodly smell has not been known to man. I'm walking around with soup just in my underwear, and I get to the bathroom where there are two kids playing whatever they play in the bathroom, and I was like, get out! They beeline out of there. The last one saying, that guy smells like shit. So I get into the bathroom, and now it's triage. I take off my shoes and socks. Do you know how disgusting it is to have your feet on the tile at Buffalo Wild Wings? So I'm doing that. I take off my shorts, set them to the side. I have to have something to wear home. And this is just wet oatmeal. I take this off, and like, it is just like somebody poured a gallon of wet oatmeal into my underwear. And I grab it, and I put it into the trash can. But now I just have my dick, balls, inner thighs caked with shit. You understand? So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, how am I gonna deal with this? The only readily available water supply was the toilet bowl water. So I am splashing my balls with toilet bowl water and trying to wipe away the shame that I have of just caked, shitty dick, balls, and inner thigh. And I take 3 rolls of toilet paper, and I'm weeping. I'm just like, you've got to be joking me. How did this happen? And I do the best that I can, guys. I try the best that I can. I put my shorts back on with my 1/10 of dignity I have left. I walk out. Dale is still cracking up. He is still crying, and I was like, we've got to go. So we go downstairs, and we get in the subway, and I'm just completely and totally humiliated, and like I have my head in my hand, and then I look up. There's nobody within 30 feet of me. I was the smelly guy on the subway. I have never in my life felt more humiliated than just being the smelly. And like, I'm trying to play it off like someone smells like it's me. I know it's me. I smell like I shit my pants in a Buffalo Wild Wings. I have no leg to stand on. 1,000,000 showers wouldn't have made me clean. I am Larry Johnson's son. Guys, that is my stand-up. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Another round of applause for Scott Alan Johnson. Prodigal son returns. I know more about Scott's bathroom habits than I know about my own. I know more about Scott's masturbation habits than I know about my own. I know more about you, Scott, than I think I know about my son. Hi, Ian. You thought I was kidding. He's right there. All right, well, let's think back. Think back. We're getting ready for the close here. Think back to what we've seen tonight. The incredible musical stylings of the Friendly Fellas. The man who reminded apparently clueless teacher of a pint of vanilla ice cream. That's beautiful. And he told a Marxist joke. It doesn't get any more highbrow than that, does it? Property. That's beautiful. Then we went on. We had some wonderful, wonderful improv, aided so nicely by Casey. And then we got a chance to see Scott come out and I think it's the definition of TMI, but what do I know? Now we get a chance for closing arguments from these two giants of comedy. We have the senator and the alderman. Uh-oh. They're headed to the audience. All right, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Through a coin toss in the back, we have decided that the alderman will get the first question, but you'll also have a chance to rebut on the question.
Tails never fails.
Stupid joke.
Yes, so the first question we have for you, since this was an evening of comedy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your comedy influences?
Well, I don't consider myself a comedian by any means, but I would say that I was inspired by the comedy stylings of Mr. Jack Benny, Henny Youngman, king of the one-liners, and the late, great Louisa May Alcott, author of the classic Little Women. It just doesn't get any better. Little Joe and Amy and the other one.
Okay, thank you very much. The comedy stylings of Louisa May Alcott. Very nice.
She's the best.
Yes, I can see that you think that. Senator, please, your response to comedy influences.
Well, hell. There's a young man by the name of Jonathan Knoxville that is doing some really hot alchemy with comedy. His whole deal is he shoots things at people at an accelerated rate and it hits them in the balls. I'm sorry, that is just how comedy made simple for a simple audience. I'm sorry, thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. That was beautiful. For our second question, once again, this will go to you first, Alderman. Words are funny, as we have heard more often than we care to tonight. Body parts are funny. If I asked you between two words, which one is funnier? Penis, vagina.
Oh, making me blush. Well, difference, though, I would have to say, as the lovely, hilarious Georgia O'Keeffe showed us, the vagina is obviously the more funny body part. I mean, it doesn't get more slapstick and lowbrow than getting hit in the penis, in the junk, as my friend Congressman Senator has so eloquently pointed out.
Okay.
He's got a creepy laugh, Doug. Don't trust it.
I understand. I never thought I'd be at a comedy show where I asked for influences, and the two words I heard were Louisa May Alcott.
She's the best.
Georgia O'Keeffe. Yeah, I'm impressed. That is the definition of highbrow. All right back at you. Penis or vagina, Senator?
Doug, this is a no-brainer, penis. I mean, it looks like an elephant nose. Ain't nothing funnier than an elephant nose to me. And then when it gets hard, it looks like it's pointing to the northern stars. I'm sorry. Am I wrong here on this? Now, Georgia O'Keeffe painted some beautiful flowers. But she ain't ever painted no elephant noses, and that's what it's about, folks. That's what it's all about.
Is it safe?
Oh, Doug, the water's fine.
Oh,
Jump
okay,
on
good.
in.
All right. I'll head back in there then.
Water's fine.
Oh, good, okay. Well, it's now time, gentlemen, for your closing arguments. Take a deep breath, collect yourself, and we will begin with you, sir.
Well, let's start off by saying that, again, I don't consider myself a hilarious man, but I am a man who appreciates the finer things. And one of those things is laughter. And no one makes me laugh harder than the comedy stylings of Sylvia Plath.
Jesus H, mother loving. Okay.
I'm serious. That woman, what she did with kitchen appliances is just unbelievable and unparalleled. As my Cambodian wife, Sharon, says, what?
Okay, Cambodia.
Is it okay for an alderman to have a Cambodian wife? Is that wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
That's America.
Well, as long as we're in agreement, can I finish? Can I finish?
Please?
Can I finish?
Okay.
Okay. Now, as my Cambodian wife, Sharon, has said on many occasions, as in the Henny Youngman days, there were one-liners. I'm paraphrasing. And he said, take my wife, please. I would never trust my wife with you, but what I'm saying is, if I have to withstand another story about diarrhea, I would say, take my life, please. It's just, in closing, I would like to quote the late, great Louisa May Alcott.
Oh, Jesus!
She said, there is no sweeter thing than to see your children look up to you as the woman you have become. Thank you. And God bless America. And my wife Sharon from Cambodia.
That was beautiful. Scott, this has got to be a home run, dude. How do you top that? So good luck.
Well, heck, folks. I'm a simple man, and I like simple things. Well, maybe that makes me old-fashioned of sorts, but heck, it's who I am. Did I laugh tonight? Sure. Ain't nothing funnier than a man getting hit in the nuts. True story. I once saw a man get hit so violently in the pills that he instantly soiled his pants. Pooped right up in there. Now, that's damn comedy. And I think that's why we came here tonight. Now, I know you're probably saying, but Congressman, Senator, we want more. Heck, I hear you.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. I want more, too. But now is the time. Thank you, you patriot. But now is the time to show that trait which makes us as Americans so special, restraint. You know, but I do suppose it is nice to let loose and yodel into the wind every once in a while. Hey, bud. I'm a man, folks. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, and I want you to go home tonight and think about what you've seen here, because I think tonight will go down in history as an occurrence to rival that of the release of Beanie Babies into the world. Yes, that important, folks. Shoot, we might as well try to put a man on Jupiter or some such planet. That's the only thing I can think of to do this night. I'm going to leave you with the saying from back home. If you see a coyote scratching its head and howling at the moon, then drink some shine and bury a goat. I don't think I need to say anything more. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
The Prodigal Son returns. Thank you, folks.
Thank you. Thank you, Liberty Hall, liberty and freedom.
Freedom.